This right here, slide. So I'm into recording the solo of Dirty Daisy, and I've decided to go with a slide guitar solo. Not an actual, lap steel slide guitar, just the Strat I've been using to record everything with in the Red Ram so far. Great all-rounder guitar, but I've hit a snag. I never really learnt how to properly play the slide guitar or with a slide on a guitar. I've mucked around a little bit with acoustic guitars and using open tunings, like some of the old blues stuff. And that's relatively straightforward. Probably still isn't great playing, but it's a lot easier doing it in open tuning. And I'm tossing up whether or not to do that with the electric guitar. I've got it in standard tuning at the moment, and this solo is really tricky to play at the moment on standard tuning, and just doesn't sound great. Part of that's my lack of experience. I just don't have a great skill with a slide, but part of it may be that I don't have it in open tuning. So I'm tossing up whether or not to do that. I kind of want to be able to play this song live, and having the guitar in an open tuning, just trying to think, I might be able to play the song in an open tuning. We'll see. I never thought of that. I could muck around with that, but at the moment it's really tough. It's the first time I've come across something on guitar that I want to play that's causing me to stop and scratch my head and go back to the drawing board. Haven't done that since I started, my early days of playing guitar. I feel pretty competent in the song or the sound I have in my head. I can replicate on guitar just with standard playing. This one, I do have an idea of how I want this to sound and where I want the melody to go in the solo, but it's really tricky to play at the moment. So yeah, that's the hold up at the moment. Everything else in the song's coming together really well. All the vocals are going down really well. Bass went down really well. There's not much more else to do, really. I've got the solo to do, maybe a couple of overdubs here and there, then I'm ready to dive into the mix. So it's exciting. But this might hold me up for a bit because I've got to learn a little bit more. So yeah, that's the update. That's what's been going on so far. I have been working on mucking around with another song idea. It's one of these ones that's going to take a little bit to get to. So I've come up with a really good riff. It's very ZZ Top inspired, but a little bit more punch to it, a little bit more pub rock. But I'm sort of struggling to connect a pre-chorus into a chorus. I've sort of got rough ideas, but it's not really flowing together too well. So it's one I'm going to keep coming back to. I've been coming back to it over the past week or so, and I'm waiting for that moment where it clicks. It will happen. I've been through this sort of process before, but it's just one of those things you got to wait. Sometimes you just don't want to. You just want the song to come out, but it sometimes just won't. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, and so it might be a little bit more of a longer wait before my next update. Just while I work on this solo and this other song, you never know. I might strike gold tonight and put it together and have another update coming out. But at the moment, it hasn't been that way the last few days, hence the lack of updates. So still, I'm having fun. And I think I'm going to go watch some greats on YouTube. So like your Joe Walsh, Billy Gibbons, Pete Wells, maybe just some of the great slide guitarists out there, and watch them closely for some tips. Cool. All right. See you in the next one.